Good morning. Happy New Year. Uh, we are into the new year again. Don't know why I'm feeling the cold here. I'm a little bit this morning. I think it must be 15 degrees. You go to the beach in Ireland when it's 15 degrees. People go to the beach, they go swimming in this weather. So, we had Pastor Matty last night, and he did a beautiful message and some wonderful thoughts. And one of the things he was saying was of this woman in Luke's gospel. She had everybody. She was famous for living a wrong life. The whole town knew her for that. And Jesus, she washes Jesus' feet, and Simon the Pharisee, who was there, saying, why does he allow her this way? And he says to her, this woman has loved much because she has been forgiven much. And like that idea of being forgiven much, he went on to make the point of that, like people who have been forgiven much, who have failed, they really receive a lot of forgiveness and a lot of love, and then they are able to give of the love they have received and give of the mercy and forgiveness they've received. So he was saying sometimes certain people, they don't make great leaders because they haven't failed enough. And as a result, they tend to be pretty strict and pretty hard and legalistic on people. They have a high standard. They don't really, and they want everybody to meet and measure up to that standard. And they're pretty hard on people who don't. And so it's kind of the people who do well in a church like that are the disciplined, the people who everything's going well. And you also have a danger of creating a little bit of a church of masks, because people can't show their failure. They know if they show their failure in an environment like that they will be severely kind of looked upon. But when a person who has failed and received forgiveness much, they love much, and there is a greater amount of love and mercy for people's humanity. And in the Gospels we see Mary Magdalene shine out a lot, and the Gospel writers all write about her. And there's a part in the Gospels where she washes she breaks the jar. She breaks the jar, alabaster jar, and then the ointment and fragrance fills the room. And the disciples complain it is a waste, what a waste. And Jesus says, leave her alone. What she's done, she did. This will be spoken of her in all the world. So the Gospel writers write about this, and they made an impression on them later, on reflection. When it happened, they didn't like it. They all complained, what a waste of money. And not only complained a waste of money, but look at this woman, they weren't impressed with her. But later they were. And they even write also, when they speak about the resurrection, that it is to Mary Magdalene that Jesus appears. And Jesus, of course, says that where this gospel is written, this story will be told. She's known everywhere. Everybody knows Mary Magdalene. If you know the life of Jesus, you know Mary Magdalene. And why does she shine out so much? She shines out so much because she loves so much. She loves so much because she was forgiven so much. And she really shone, and she made an impression on the apostles, on reflection. And just lastly on this, in that scene where she breaks the alabaster jar, and they're all saying, what sort of one, what a waste. And like the next incident, I think it's in John's Gospel or Mark's, but in the next incident is Jesus is saying, all of you will, he two things. One is, he's at the Last Supper, he says, all of you will run from me. You will deny me. You will all run from me. And Peter, you will deny me 3 times. And they all say, no, we're not going to run from you. No. And Peter's saying, no, I'll die for you if I have to die for you. But they all run away. And Peter does deny him 3 times. And but Mary Magdalene doesn't. And she is at the cross. And she is first at the tomb, and Jesus first appears to her. Because that devotion and love and that comes out of being forgiven much is stronger than courage. It's stronger than that, we're gonna do it. It's stronger than we love commitment. These guys are committed people, and we like it. We like committed, but actually it's not that strong. It kind of is brittle. It sort of cracks that sort of commitment. But this devotion and love, and from coming out of the heart of someone who is forgiven much, it's strong, it's durable, it stays, and it can resist pressure. And we just thank God for this. Those who have been forgiven much love much. Okay? Amen. Amen.